Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. So today we're doing a very special build and we're joined by the lovely Simproved. Say hi!
Hi!
So yeah, we're doing this collaboration build, and if you haven't watched the first half of the build where Fry is doing the first half of the build, as I just said, go to her channel. There's a link in the description down below. So yeah, hi Fry, thank you for joining me here.
Yeah, thanks so much for doing the collab with me.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm doing my half here, and if you come from Fry's video here, we just literally talked about how I'm all over the place when I'm building, and you can kind of already see it now. I'm just like all over the place, and it was like, okay, I don't want to do that now, so I'll deal with that later, and just started doing the like little decoration stuff. And
I love it. It's so relatable. Like sometimes I have this too, but it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
So yeah, if you haven't watched her video, definitely go check it out. But what we're doing here is we're building like this jungle bazaar type of build. So a lot of you guys have been asking me and Fry as well for some more jungle builds, because there's just not a lot of them out there. So that's why we decided to come together and create like this really amazingly beautiful huge build here, with all of these kind of different stores. So yeah, I think you can kind of see yours in the background there, and it's just like I was so intimidated when I started doing this, because I was just like, oh, it's so good, what am I gonna do here? So I wanted to like have the river go like in one other direction, so at the same height, and I thought that was a really cool little idea. And then I just started like trying to mimic your builds on my half here, and really make it like one big cohesive build. So yeah, it's just
I see you struggling with the foundation as well, because of the terrain tools. Yeah, I had this on my side as well.
I love that they added the foundation tool, and it's just like something we have been waiting for so long.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so buggy. Is it just me?
By the way, don't use anything round, like no round foundation. Don't like a full circle, because I did on my side once, and I really had to get rid of it. Oh my god. And also don't do diagonal. Diagonal just rips the whole build mode. I'm waiting until I do the diagonal until they patch that out, but diagonal is not possible.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like, oh, okay. But you saw me. I tried to do half a circle here, and it's just like it didn't work for me. And the one thing that I always have trouble with is the stairs in the foundation builds. It's just I feel like they're all over the place, and just like don't want to stick to things, and then they disappear.
Yes, sometimes, especially if you do them on the grass like you did there outside, sometimes they disappear if you place something really near them. And then if you place them again, they aren't the same height. Like sometimes they go lower or bigger. I don't know. It's like so really annoying. Weird what the game does. So
I had to learn that the hard way, and you're gonna see me throughout this build trying to get that freaking staircase to actually stay in its place, but actually ended up just doing a foundation level that matched the height of the staircase, so it actually wouldn't disappear. But it's just like, why? Why? What is going on? It's just like, I just want to build. Let me do it, please.
Yeah, it's definitely lately, since the terrain tools came out, I had many more glitches and bugs. Like I think like people already like the name that you have on the upper left corner. I once, because I had so many bugs and glitches, I called it "Everything is Bugged," and I never changed it while recording, and people were like, I don't know, all over the place on the comments, haha, she called it "Everything is Bugged." And that's just because the whole build mode was just like not working at all.
So yeah, that's really annoying. But yeah, when I started doing this build here, and you can kind of see it throughout the video, I really went through and like peeked over at your side to see what you've done, because I wanted everything to match up and look really well together. So I was trying to figure out what kind of stores I could actually bring to my half of the build, and you said to me, do with what the like river in the middle, what you want, like decorate it so it fits. And again, I'm all over the place here. I'm just doing a lot of stuff at the same time because I had all of these ideas, which is typical Auvbri style of just doing everything that I can at once. And I was like, okay, so I just need to pull out everything from the jungle adventures that I can see me use in this build. But yeah, we talked about this on your video as well, and it's a really cool mixture of this like Latin American kind of like Arabian Middle Eastern
and Latin American
style, which I really enjoyed. And those things that I'm placing now, like these shader things, is the only reason I got that stuff pack, because I wanted.
I'm also again sorry that because it's actually not even a good stuff pack, but I just thought it fits to the whole kind of Bazar thing.
I'm a little conflicted with the reason that I got it. It's just like I love those, but am I gonna use them again? I don't know.
I mean, I did use them. I only used them in these kinds of Bazar marketplace kind of builds. I did Tatooine from Star Wars once, and I used them as well.
Oh.
These are the only 2 times that I used this object. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. But I tried to use those, and we talked about in your video as well that I went with a bit more of some muted colors on my side. So I really wanted to have the overall marketplace area be very colorful and bright, vibrant. But when it comes to the build, I just turned it down a bit, so it wasn't all in your face at once.
Yeah, I know, it's very colorful kind of party. I showed this build, like a screenshot of it that I also showed you when I was finished, like to another YouTuber who doesn't do Sims, because usually I ask him, hey, how would you call this? What do you think it is?
Yeah.
You know, just like a check, because he's not playing Sims, he has no idea. Just to check if people get what it is when they look at it. And he's like, looks like a party place. I'm like, oh, okay, because of all the colors and lanterns that I did. I was, okay. But party is okay. I mean, party is nice,
yeah, party's good.
Party place.
But yeah, I really loved how you used all of these vibrant colors. But I was trying not to so much undermine it, but just turn it down a bit. So
no, it looks beautiful. I really like it, because then it's like a different kind of, quarter or district maybe of the town.
Exactly. So it's kind of like separated by the river. Some of the like merchants have gone to the other side, but the houses is just a bit more toned down. But I still tried to add some color with the flooring, which is, I have to say, one of my favorite floorings in the game came with this game pack.
Oh yeah.
Like the wooden flooring and this like stone flooring is just so good. I'm in love with it.
I really like it. And overall, like it's one of the better gameplay packs in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I tried to add some color with the buildings because I noticed when starting to do the wallpapers on my side of the build, I noticed that you used a lot of the same wallpaper. So I tried to put in some colors in some of them, so we have some green and reds around the place, just to kind of like differentiate it a bit.
I like that actually. So, I was like, oh, dang it, why didn't I do that?
But yeah, like the detailing of these builds was just like a ridiculous amount of time spent on doing the same tedious like little interaction with the builds. So actually at this point I didn't want to deal with it, so I was like, okay, I'll come back to this later. Do it off camera. I just didn't want to have to deal with it. So I noticed on your side that you did like this little town square area in the front, which I thought was really cool. So I tried to like make my own little style here.
Yeah, I also like the, I think it's like a well from the Get Famous pack. I think it's like a prop from the Get Famous pack, like for the background of a movie or something.
Yeah,
or whatever they were thinking. And I actually really like that one, because the only other wells that we have is like one from Get Together, which has lots and lots of funky flowers in it.
Yeah, that one.
And then we have one from the wishing well from, I think, Movie Hangout? No, Romantic Garden?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Romantic Garden, I believe.
Spotting. Yeah. And that one looks a little bit too funky as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't usually use that like wishing well thing, because I just don't like how it looks. It's just
it's like it's super tacky kind of. Let's put some Roman in there, but it's not really Roman.
Yeah,
it's like the Las Vegas version again of like what the American would think is
but
Roman.
actually I ended up actually changing out that well, because at this point I didn't realize that you had used it as well. I was just like,
I mean, we can have multiple wells.
Yeah, but I was just like, I was going around here doing my own thing, and I was like looking over at you and it's like, oh, okay, that's fun. So I went ahead and changed it a bit here. But this is, again, where the terrain is just the most annoying thing in the world.
It's like I was like planning to have like little steps of gardens and stuff, and then you can't really place the bigger plants, because the jungle plants are really big. They are like at least 2 by 2. They are really big plants, and then you can't really place them on the steps. They're kind of flying then.
Yeah.
So I kept on deleting all of my kind of grass bushy like parts, and only have like foundation there, and then I just gonna to
And I ended up doing the same thing, because it's like, I mean, they said in the live stream as well that things would stick to the terrain, but most of the time I just feel like they're just floating beside the terrain instead. But this is where the, like we saw in your video as well, the stalls just the most tedious work. But I did end up keeping most of this stuff here, and there's just some stuff like in your video as well that you're not gonna see me do, like the stuff in the background and kind of that good stuff. But yeah, the well in the middle here, I actually ended up changing it to another one, just so it wouldn't be so much of a copy paste build.
You could have used it though, because it looks beautiful. I really like that well. It was like
actually
one of the ones that I thought fits like the style, because some of them looked a little bit too like fancy.
I actually ended up using another one, like I don't remember what pack it's from, but like the big one. It could
from Get Together, I think, or maybe there's also a Romantic Garden one where they can even go into and have like a foam party? I don't know, it's a weird thing.
But one of those I ended up using because I found that you could actually change the color to this more reddish stone, which I thought looked really good. It doesn't leave much space for the town square here, but I mean, it just makes it look full and lived in. Like there's just like, I don't know if you've ever been to a place like this, but just like there's stuff everywhere, and like people yanking at you, trying to get you to buy something, and it's just very uncomfortable. It's just, I was trying to kind of recreate that, and like making different types of stalls here. So I wasn't so much looking over at your build at what type of stalls you had made.
I mean, that's perfect. So we have like double the stalls sometimes, because that's the same. You need to have a healthy kind of, congruence. Well, what was it? What's it called in English? God damn it!
I'm so confused.
You need competition. You need competition for the market to work.
Yeah, definitely. And oh my god, that's why I don't. This is like so long ago, but when I started doing YouTube, it was like, I don't even come into that, but it was like a really dark time in my life, and people kept comparing me and say that I copied the Sim Supply, and I was just like, I don't know who that is. Why are you being so mean? So my original icon was actually blue and green, like the Sims colors, but people just kept comparing it to the Sim Supply. Okay. So I ended up changing it to red, and like these.
So you had to bow down against bigger YouTuber. And,
I'm not even kidding. The hate was just getting to me, and
really?
Yeah, it was awful.
I mean, sometimes in The Sims, I have to admit, like for example, my boyfriend, he's not into The Sims, like at all. So sometimes he, through me and like my Twitter posts and stuff, he kind of gets like the overall view of the Sims community, you know?
Yeah.
And he sometimes says, like, you have a really toxic community. Like, I see you retweeting something from The Sims about a new pack, and then I see all the answers, or like the tweet answers, and it's like so toxic.
Yeah.
About like, where's the other pack, or you copied that and this in this game, and it's like we have really, it's like some of our Simmers are really ugly to each other, or like the Sims and Dev Team, and it's like. Wow. And you have like some competitive games like Fortnite and stuff where it's like really against each other. You have to play against each other, and they're like much more friendly, and like, it's like, what the hell is happening? Why is that? It's like such a friendly and kind of lovely game, right? It's like a
and actually most of the people who know that I do The Sims in the like YouTube channel with The Sims as the main thing say that, oh, you must have such a nice community. Simmers are like really nice to each other. I'm just like, no, there's some really nasty people out there, unfortunately.
I mean, not all of them, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely shocking, a little bit more shocking because of the.
But it is one of the best communities, I would say, is the Sims community, because there's just so many lovely people.
I also have to say that they're more passionate than other gaming communities. Definitely. That's, I think, also why they get a little bit more emotional and angry sometimes, you know, because it's like something they really love, like it's a game that they really love. So I think that's like the reason why. That's just my speculation.
Yeah, definitely. So here I was looking over your build, and I saw that you had a clothing store inside, and I thought it could be really fun to just have it like a store outside, like with all this kind of clutter, because there's always just like this one place that has like this.
Probably it's like in a place like this, it's probably like second-hand clothing.
Yeah,
like
exactly, like cheap knockoffs and stuff like that. So I tried to do that, and then I had like this big space here, and initially I wanted to get some more stalls in here, but at this point I just honestly couldn't figure out what to do with the stalls. I was running out of ideas to what I could put into them. So
you know what I actually wanted to do but ended up not doing? And I was kind of you know Harry Potter, right? You know Harry Potter.
Yeah,
so
sure.
there's like Diagon Alley where they get the wands and all their books and stuff, you know, like they're shopping. And then there's Nocturne Alley, which is like the dark voodoo kind of thing. And I wanted to do something that, and then later I was like, oh dang, I didn't do that. I wanted to do like one with the skulls and the skeletons, so it's kind of like a voodoo.
That would have been so cool.
Evil artifact kind of stall, you know. And then I totally forgot about that. I was like, dang, why didn't I remember? Yeah. I
that
thought
would have been really
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, because we have these sugar skulls from the, what is it, Dia de los Muertos patch kind of thing that we had. So you could use that, and then we have a skeleton from base game, I think, even like that you can put there.
That would have been a really
skeletons
good idea.
From the Jungle Adventure, right? There are skeletons as well.
I like these yellow, bluish skeletons.
Yeah, with the spear or whatever it is that they have in the hand. Yeah.
But yeah, what I ended up making here instead was just I extended the river a bit, and then I ended up making like a little square where they would like be dining and people could dance and sing, and I put in some instruments and stuff like that, because I thought it was like so in touch with the culture and like style of this type of build here. And I really enjoy it. I think it looks pretty nice.
It's cute. It's it's a really lovely kind of place. I really like it because I think it's also like gameplay-wise, community lots are way more interesting to visit, because people have so many, you know, like family houses on the gallery. It's like oversaturated with all these family houses, and there are not so many community lots or like places to visit, because it gets boring. People need new kind of places to visit in their game.
And
so I usually always like to do community lots because it's much more interesting. You can just load them in the game, visit them, you know, play with them, look at everything, and I think it's going to be super fun like this one, because there's so much to explore, like every little corner.
And it's just so different from what you usually see in a community lot. I haven't seen anything like this before, so
Yeah, we are the first timers. Yay!
Yeah.
Now we can say that everybody who's doing a jungle village is copying us.
Me.
You copy? How dare you?
But I don't know about you, but I actually went in and I believe at this point had my sim go here because I wanted to change some of the lighting to this more, orange tint. But it just didn't work for me. I don't know how or why, but...
I had this as well, because I think it's in Salvadorada, because I was building in Granite Falls, which is also a holiday spot. And I had exactly the same. I wanted to have different lighting.
Yeah.
And it was loading while I could put my sim there.
But you couldn't do anything.
When I said set color and intensity or something, what it says,
it just kept loading.
Kept on loading. Nothing was happening. So I think it's something about the that it's like a holiday thing. It's a glitch. It's a new glitch. So
good to know it's just not me, because I was just like, I spent so much time trying to change the lighting that I actually went back in and used some other lighting fixtures instead, because it just didn't work for me. But yeah. Oh, okay, so I'm moving inside now, and funnily enough, as you also can see right here, is I did a bubble bar as well, and I have to say these little like pillow chair things that came with the toddler stuff pack as well. It's actually a really nice little thing that I like as well. But I was having a bit of trouble here figuring out what to actually put in all of these rooms that I had created, because there's just so many buildings, and you had done such an amazing job at filling your builds with stuff. So actually
filling with stuff.
Filling it with usable stuff and like stores and places people could go. So I thought that I would go in a bit of a different direction. So here I actually ended up making like a little type of library where I thought people could, the sim could go to learn about the culture and what is going on in this little jungle bazaar area. And I also ended up making a restaurant area as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Just to have, some variety and something different from each of us. Yeah. So it's not the biggest houses here, as you can see. It's just, I just wanted to have something different.
That's cool. I like the library kind of thing. I also haven't set it. I only set it to residential, I think. So maybe you can even set it to library and park and stuff. I don't know. Did you test if it's working as other kind of?
No. I just placed your lot and then started going to town on buildings. So I have no idea. But I would definitely say use this as a community lot. Maybe.
You have a chess table, so I think it's going to be a park as well, because that's the only thing that I also get to do for parks. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's a park. You can set it to a park now.
Yeah. So definitely go change it to a community lot like a park. Because, you could use it as a residential. I actually end up putting in like a little apartment area here.
Yeah, I also have a bathroom somewhere. So
I saw that. And
the one that I always call the sex bushes, because you can have sex.
Oh my god, I have so many of those sex bushes all over the place. But I ended up putting a little apartment in the top here, because we have this restaurant in the bottom half of the build here, which I thought was like this nice little cool, cozy area with this Spanish type of vibe. And then I just thought, okay, so let's just create a little apartment area upstairs here. It's not the most exciting. It was just something of a more practical feel to it.
But that's also the style, kind of. I wouldn't go like over the top with the interior.
No, I tried to keep it very simple. Yeah. And again, we used a lot of stuff from the Jungle Adventures game pack. So I tried to keep all of that kind of stuff in this place, and supplying with some other stuff just to make
also,
it look...
I think like because of all the packs that we have, it gets so like building takes so much more time now because we have to skip through all these objects and scan them and stuff, you know. So I'm sometimes super happy if we have like a theme like this with the jungle, so I could only put in jungle adventure and see what kind of objects we have. It's kind of easier to get to your objects that you want to use.
But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the older Sims game, weren't you able to like expand the menu of items so you could see more at the same time? Because sometimes I feel like just having 2 rows is just not enough.
I think it's not possible. Yeah, it's only 2 rows, and I think there are mods for it that you can have like 3 or 4 rows. At least that I've seen it on Cast Create a Sim. Maybe there's one for build mode as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I would really love that. And then I decided to create a little bar area over here as well.
Yes. So our Sims are getting really drunk.
Yeah, no.
We'll buy really
expensive
cheap
nectar.
kind of clothing.
Yeah.
And bubble blow stuff.
Yeah, get really high.
It's a perfect party place. It's a perfect jungle experience, I think.
Yeah, but this is actually the place where I tried to change the lighting, because I don't know if you know about those lights, but they are just like, they have the most unnatural like LED lights, and it's just it wasn't good, but I couldn't actually figure it out.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so this is my video tour of my half of the build. So if you want to get this on the gallery, you can definitely do so. I believe that Fry will also have her version up.
Yeah. There will be the link in the description.
Yeah.
I can also give it though.
Yeah, and it was so much fun doing this, Fry. I really enjoyed myself. So thank you so much for doing this collaboration.
Yeah, thanks so much for inviting me over to your channel. So hi guys.
Yeah.
it's still so weird for me to be on another channel, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we have been working on this for a very long time, and I think that you guys are gonna love this. It's something different, and we both spent a very long time on it, so if you could show your appreciation by giving this video a like and go check out Fry's channel as well, it would really help us out. Great big deal. So yeah, just taking a last look around the place here.
It's so beautiful. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I love the dining area, and we even have like a dance floor of cardboards.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
I actually tried scaling those up, but it didn't work. They couldn't use it, so I had to scale them back down again. But
yeah.
I wish you could just like have a neutral looking dance floor, like place it so people could see.
Yeah, like a transparent one or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just not possible at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, as we take a last look at the build here going around the place, I just want to say thank you so much, Fry, for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it was really lovely doing this build with you, and thank you so much to everyone out there watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and this collaboration. If you did, tell us down below in the comment section. And there's nothing else for me to say other than have a truly fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Bye!